Boom, got it. Conversation good. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We go.
What up? Who's this? Who just joined the live? Say what's up. You just joined the live. Say what's up. Say what's up. So I can shout you out on the radio.
Oh yeah. Anybody that joined my live, we'll shout you out live on the radio for our listeners. So please say what's up. Let us know that you're alive, that you in here, you're listening. You feel me? You feel me? I ain't like this song, bro.
Freelife Mike, what's poppin'?
You heard me?
No.
I did not like this song when I first heard it.
You don't like the song?
When I first heard it, I couldn't stand it, bro. Because it's something you gotta warm up to.
Yeah,
in my opinion, like
I think at first I had the first time I heard it. No, I like the song the first time I heard it.
When I first heard Trippie Redd, I was dumbfounded. I was like, there is no way this dude just threw rock star music. Like, he's a rock trapper.
He's a really rock star.
Yeah, like, you know, Lil Uzi, of course.
Freelife. Yeah, Money Mike, Millionaire Mike. Tell him what's
anybody that's yo, one bruh, hey.
All these racks,
listen,
yes sir.
Send me your music, bro. Clean versions. One bruh, please, bro. You know I know your nickname. I don't want to say Cody, but look, you feel me? I need your music. I'm gonna shout you out when we go back live, bro. One bruh in the building. You feel me? One bruh in this Deanna, what's good? You feel me? Get to the bag.
Listen to the radio show.
That's it. Listen to the radio show. Stay tuned. The next segment we're gonna talk about Kanye. I'm gonna let y'all know, man. This is something that we need to talk about as young people. What is our thoughts on it? All I was in my whole life is the old head thoughts of the Kanye thing. I want to hear all of them. You know, my thoughts on it. Y'all thoughts. So if you got anything that you want to say about Kanye, anything like that, please throw it in there, man. We can go down the list, see if I find something interesting we can throw up and talk about it, man. Because it's definitely getting bad, man. I don't want to lose my nigga Kanye. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't trying to lose my bro. Simple as that. But yeah. So we got two more songs.
Welcome back.
No, this is the last song, and then we're going to commercials.
It's crazy because I don't even hear the music like that. Like I didn't even know how
it's going by fast. It's going by fast. I ain't gonna fake it's going by fast.
Right.
This song got 2 minutes left, and then I'm going to 3 commercials, and then we're going back live.
Right.
And then we're gonna go right into Kanye. And then around like.
Before we say I'm gonna shout out. Shout out one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out one, bro. You feel me? Shout out one, bro. One, bro, cold. There's a way to live, man.
Damn, I think my live didn't even just say it's
But how you pull somebody up? Are you live? Yeah.
You gotta be on live.
They gotta be on live. They gotta send requests. You gotta add them. That's how it works.
They gotta be in your live to request it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You just hold them close to a mic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then I'll try to put as much as Travis Scott. You know, that boy went crazy.
Yeah, he's nice. He translates well.
What? Do every airway. That's what I do, so, you know what I'm saying? Oh, after we talk about that Kanye thing, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna say, when should we stop auto-tune? I promise you.
That's a good topic.
When should we stop auto-tune? When is a good time to stop auto-tune?
What year?
I think we overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? I think that we're not finding reputable artists. Like, we can't.
Your live is in the wrong way.
Yeah. If you always auto-tune it, like, you know what I'm saying?
How we gonna hear it?
If you ever gonna freestyle, we gonna win. You can't auto-tune your freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the equipment to do that. It's something that needs to die. You feel me? Use your voice. Use your word. Unless you old school with a pipe in your mouth.
Where you at, Big Daddy?
You feel me? So you gotta see a sideways. Oh, you can't. You can talk about the sideways.
If you've been hurt or injured
Welcome, Vito Poppy.
Vito!
Request. Oh, do it one more time. One more time. He said in my bed. Boy, you should be over here, but you ain't gotta come. That's okay. Oh, he ain't coming? No, he said he in his bed. Oh, that's cool. Look,
He's a loser.
keep on, but you a loser.
477-2070.
Make sure you tuck in nice.
477-2070.
Make sure you tuck in nice, cause
Island Garden Grill.
Alright,
Island Garden Grill Salad.
Alright, so look, you about to go live. You going? What's up, fam? You going in on our next rotation? We gonna put you in. You gonna talk? So we gonna play your song before we interview. You feel what I'm saying? So that's on the debut. We just let you know whose song we're playing. Yeah, so just be ready. Just be ready when in the live you're gonna hear your song play, and then after the commercial stuff we're gonna come back live, and then just be ready. But we're gonna do a call. But make sure you mute yourself if you can. If you wanna watch it right now, mute yourself. But if you know what I'm saying, if you just wanna, once we go live, we're gonna let you know and mute yourself, okay? Or no, you know what? Just call back. And once you call back, just come back at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Your stuff when we play, call, because while the music playing, we ain't gonna be live. You feel what I'm saying? So at 7 o'clock, we gonna be on live. Send a request again. We're gonna add you in, and then we're gonna let you know.
Alright, so we're gonna live 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Alright, call us back at 7, okay? Alright.
Three movers and a truck specializes in local and long distance moving and handling of your most purchased items.
Back.
Choose Sundays at Atlanta Truck. Three movers and a truck.
15 seconds.
770-876-2584 or 770-800-3174 or go to our website threemoversandtrucks.com. Make your next move your best move. Threemoversandtrucks.com.
All right, we're back again. This is the Double F Don, Fendi Fredo, and I'm here with Goonie Man and Ayo Bart.
Welcome back. We're in the building. Shout out one bro. One bro code. Shout out.
Shout out to Freelife Mike.
Yes.
All right, let's get back into the topics. Ayo Bart.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna throw you back in the time machine.
Right.
A couple months back, we seen one of the biggest icons, Kanye West, on TMZ saying something that was very controversial.
Oh man.
Very controversial.
Oh man.
He said slavery was a choice.
Hey, look, I'm low-key scared to talk about this because it's touchy. It is a touchy thing, but I am not pro Kanye. Okay, I'm letting y'all know.
I'm pro Kanye.
It's just my opinion. Like I love Kanye, but I'm saying no. Don't get me wrong. It's just some of the things he said at the wrong time. That's why I'm not pro Kanye. But you know what I'm saying? But look, I'm gonna tell you on that. At that time when he said that, I'm gonna tell you my opinion on it. I don't think he meant as in like it was like a choice, like like we wasn't forced into it. I think he meant like it's a million. Like think how many black people it is on this earth right now. Think about the time back then, and our own black people put us into this put us into slavery. Some of them, you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it was basically saying that why couldn't we revolt? Why couldn't we stand up as a unity? If you look at a plantation, it's like you probably have
more slaves
than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he was basically saying, why couldn't we stand up and revolt in a certain way? That was just my opinion on it. I'm not fully sure. I hope that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, you can only
I really do because
nobody really knows.
Yes, man. Nobody
I'm
really
sure
knows
that's what he was talking about. I'm sure because if you think about it, everybody has a choice in life. You know what I'm saying?
With everything.
Everything, and
every step you take is a choice.
Right. So when you allow another man to depend, like to basically change your thought procession of yourself, then you need to take a chance. You need to step it up. You need to do something to break out. And and that's basically what I was what Kanye is. Well, I believe what Kanye is saying because everything he says it's not stupid. It's not blatantly stupid. It's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe his wordage.
Yeah.
Yes, there is knowledge behind his word.
Mm-hmm.
So when people judge, because that's all people can do when they first see you, of course, they're gonna make sure that okay, this guy is talking but we ain't listening.
Right.
But as a black community, we should be listening to any black man that is higher up than us. You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's wrong information, we can learn that we're not gonna keep pushing on that information because we sat and listened to it. If you don't ever listen to it, you're probably gonna go out and make the same mistake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
get on the platform. But to tell you the truth, I don't like how they did Kanye. I'm sorry. I don't like how you people is treating Kanye, man.
I agree.
And I don't like it, and I'm never gonna like it. He's still a black man.
Still a
maybe
person,
he's still
human being.
Yeah, still a human being.
Yeah.
Maybe he need to learn a couple things, and just because he's grown doesn't mean he's still not learning.
Has he committed a crime?
I don't even know.
Everybody's probably committed a crime.
As in,
but I'm
has he
saying-
committed a crime in our government?
No.
Exactly.
I believe that truly, people just, I think that a lot of times now negativity is trendy.
Right.
And when somebody says something that gets a lot of views, a lot of whatever, and it's negative,
Right.
people like to hop on that train without even really listening to
My
understand Kanye. They just, this is the trend to play him
And that's
dog.
facts.
I'm gonna do it too.
It's facts because even after that show, it was a point to where everybody was against him. But then you had people like, oh yeah, I understand. It took you to somebody else explained it to, you know what I'm saying? And to have your own brain.
Right.
And to think, okay, maybe he tripping about how he said it, but maybe he don't mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have your own brain to think that instead of going, oh, I hate Kanye, now everybody else like, I hate Kanye. Do y'all see what y'all doing to this man? I literally watched the interview where this man have to go and ask people behind him if his stuff is credible.
Yes.
Yeah, am I
And
saying
you
this?
can't even-
That's crazy. I
That's
said, I put
sad.
out a tweet. I said, you literally are watching Kanye. You watching a man who his every word that he's saying is being picked apart and analyzed, and he afraid to even say his natural thoughts.
This man can't
be himself. He cannot be himself.
And it's like, put yourself in the shoes of where somebody told you don't
Right,
be
I
you.
said, have some,
You know what I'm
excuse my
saying?
language, I said, have some damn empathy.
Right.
Yes.
This man, everything that he's saying is getting picked apart and is getting torn
Analyzed
apart.
too much. Too deep.
Of course, when somebody asks him a serious question, I'm talking about a serious question with the whole world watching. It's not crazy for him to say, I need some time to give you the right answer. That's
I need
not
to
crazy.
think because
I need to
why?
think.
Y'all already against him if he say anything. So he
Exactly.
needs to think to make sure that the people that still love him love. If y'all don't understand, the reason why he's at the level he is because of us.
Right.
The reason why he's even get to say anything like that is because we put him on a platform to do so.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta understand that the reason why this man is here is because of us. I'm gonna say it one more time. The reason why this man is here is because of
his
us.
fans.
So please understand.
I'm saying, if
The
he,
way y'all dragging this man is
it's too much.
it's too
Yes,
much, man.
Too much. Just try to sit back and
Listen.
and listen, and it's okay. It's okay to not understand, and it's all right to say when you hear and you collect some information to say, you know what, I didn't fully understand that right now. Let me try to digest that again instead of doing the first judgment that come off your mind. Oh, he's crazy.
Let me go on my own research trip
Right.
instead of going or listening to somebody else's opinion and say I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, because
And that's what makes our community, like, to tell you the truth, as black people, that's one of the main things right there is we so much taking other people's advice or taking other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't think for ourselves, and it's kind of putting us in a category to where they can categorize us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like
you
we
can't.
don't categorize.
Yeah, you cannot. You cannot. You literally, every human being on this planet is different. You cannot judge a person based upon somebody else's opinion about it. Why would you do that? Think about it. Like when everything first started about the Kanye situation, I went outside. That's all you got to do. You just got to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
So once I went outside and I'm hearing people talk about it, and instead of saying, okay, this is what he might have meant by it, people just started agreeing with this person.
Man.
And that sucks because like racism. I'm not gonna go off topic, but racism. Okay, you got all of these facets of people. You got all of these people hating on one religion. I'm not wrong on religion.
Mm-hmm.
One race. Sorry,
Right.
one race. And but yet, when it comes down to understanding someone, we can't. It's like, okay,
We can, but I think people choose not to understand.
Yeah,
But-
it's a choice. And it's crazy because that's what Kanye basically was saying.
They wrap it all around.
To wrap it all the way back around. It's a choice at the end of the day. If you walk up to somebody's job and you made that choice to sit in there and get that job and you done signed off the paper, you done got hired, and you start complaining, You literally made the choice to get the job. Why are you complaining?
Right.
It's crazy. You sat through the interview, you watched and looked at everything that you have to do for this job, and yet you go to your job every day and say, I hate my job. I don't know why I do it.
You
it's
asked
a choice
for
you
it.
made.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
So look, we're going to fast forward to when he talked to Donald Trump. Now, guys, understand this. When Martin Luther King stood up and talked about the dreams, I hope y'all realize that he was talking about to be cohesive as people.
Yes.
To be cohesive as people. Not to, y'all have to understand, we need each other. Need each other for this world to keep going. And the more we fight against each other, the more chaos is going to be poured onto other people, to the next generation. That's why you got, think about the generations that grew up during the racism time. You know, the whites and the, I'm just going to harp on the whites and the blacks type thing.
Yeah.
Them kids growing up in that time was taught to not like black people. So as they grow up and these generations get older, they kept being taught.
Yeah.
So now in this generation, which I hope to God is way less. You know what I'm saying? In this generation, you still have it, but at the end of the day, it's not as strong as it used to be. Segregation over. It's a lot of things that change. So for us, for any black person or anybody out there that's one skin color to say, I don't want to mess with another skin color because of a skin color,
right,
is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That
of a color.
Of a color. You're saying because blue, I don't like blue, then I don't want to mess. I don't like the color blue, so I'm not gonna color with the color like that.
That makes no sense.
Now, I'm a little crazy. I'm a little radical. So what I'm about to say, it might sound off the wall.
Okay,
I'm pro equality. I think everybody is the same. Everybody deserves to be treated the same. But I will say that I don't think that integration was our best move as black folk.
You're right, and but to a certain extent, and I'm gonna say on my opinion, to a certain extent, you're right, because we did definitely have the first Wall Streets. We definitely had the first. You know what I'm saying?
The first of a lot.
We have all the tools, and I don't really believe that if the white man has never ever done anything in the benefit of black people, why all of a sudden would he? Oh, we need to do integration.
Right.
Oh.
And you gotta think about it.
It gotta be a trick. And once we integrate it, instead of using that integration to learn from white people and try to build off the structures that they already had, we just went and we started working for them.
Right.
We just started going
That's that last result. That's what we thought.
And guys, to harp on it, it's a choice. We chose. Once we gained our freedom, we chose. And honestly, to tell you the truth, it wasn't like a pure choice, because how they grouped us, you know what I'm saying? It was like poor. Like, we was very poor, so we kind of had no choice but to go get a job just to see our kids, you know, just to see their kids grow up, or you know, our parents grow up. You know what I'm saying? They had no choice. But eventually, when everything started getting smooth and things start getting equalized, we still chose to be under somebody. We still chose to be boss. We still chose to go to these people's jobs. When we literally, like, we're sitting right here at this radio show. Right.
Shout out to DC. And
shout out to DC. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Auntie Trees. We're sitting there at this radio show, opportunities that most people don't get. And right now, we are not working for anyone but ourselves.
Yes.
You understand that? We are 22. He's 22. 21. He's 22. We are working for nobody but ourselves. And this is something that was unheard of.
Right.
Back then.
Right.
To be this young and to create at such a level that we're creating now in this generation.
Right.
We have way more young heads pushing.
That's all Kanye wants, just the younger generation to do something, you know.
I wouldn't even say do something. I would just say he wants us people to stop blaming everything on the white people and do for us.
Yeah.
All we do is talk about how they did this to us, how they did this to us, how we did this, we will never forget. I'm not saying don't ever forget and don't ever let it simmer down. But what I'm saying is, the more we keep bashing making excuses, the more we stay in the same place.
They're winning.
We're not moving up because we keep saying, oh, they did. The reason why we here is because of them. Nah, man. We have the time right now as people in this generation to change that status.
Everything.
Change it. Like, we're sitting right here changing that very thing. Right now.
Talking to you.
By talking to y'all as black people.
Yes.
And one, as a family, as black people, we talking to y'all about things that most old heads get the only platform to talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we get to talk about it. People get to hear a young mind on it. And it's like, even if they reject it, it's like, okay, I know that these young people is not living, because honestly, to tell you the truth, from every old head that I've ever met, man, they usually have one mindset of how we are. How the young generation is.
Lazy.
Some accept
it's
how
some,
we are.
It's some
But
exceptions.
then we have those ones that do not like anything we do.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And it's like, you got to think, y'all raised us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all raised us. Y'all told us.
Potatoes.
Y'all told us to go out here and do anything we can to be successful.
Right.
That's what y'all told us. So now that we're doing so, we're going it about the lazy way because we don't want to go get a 9 to 5. We don't want to work 10 million hours for the things you work 10 million hours for. If we say we got a dream, the first thing I say is, well, you can achieve that dream if you don't go get a 9 to 5 job. Like gosh, like my first millionaire I ever met, man. This is just the greatest story ever. My first millionaire I ever met. I pulled up. We pulled up in Miami on the street. We was in a Suburban. He pulled up right next to us at a red light in a Rolls Royce drop top. Crystal girl on the hood. I can't say the B word. Crystal girl on the hood. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. Drop top, all white insides, old man with gray hair. And we had to ask.
What do you do? Hey,
what do you do? He told us. He told us, oh, I do finance and all that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, well, what steps you take to get there? You know what the number one thing he said? Number one thing he said was, if you're not happy, leave. Right? That was the number one thing he said. If you're not happy in no way of anything that you're doing, stop it right at that moment. Do not keep going. Right. You want to know the second thing he said? I'm a high school dropout. So understand that even old heads that are more successful now took the same route that we young people are taking.
Right.
And the crazy part is y'all mad that it's working for us. It's crazy. Old people's mad. I mean, I'm not saying old people, but a lot of old heads are mad because it's working for us and it didn't work for them. They had to.
Or they didn't have the opportunity.
They didn't have the opportunity. We got the opportunity, and it's like, okay, they're going about the lazy way. They don't want to work hard. Well, it's not. We don't have to work extra hard.
Yeah, we don't
because we now have the tools. We now have the technology.
You know what I'm saying?
So why not use it to our advantage? Why go and research or go ask every? I mean, it doesn't hurt to go ask a question, but why go out there and ask so many questions when you got everything in front of you, the internet?
It's different. In the past, you didn't have that. You had to go look in a book. You had to go. You know what I'm saying? Now everything's in front of you, so we learn it at a faster rate.
Yeah.
So it's just like, we not going at the rate y'all going, so y'all can't be mad that we not trying to move as slow as y'all.
For me, it's like the old heads are so intelligent. Without them, wisdom giving us the wisdom that they give us. We need them.
We do need them.
Because without y'all, you know what I'm saying, it will be a lot more chaos.
Yep.
We need somebody in our life to sit down with us one day and say, you know what you're going about this, the way you're going about this is wrong.
It's wrong. Yeah.
So once we finally get if we get young people to start doing that, the young generation to start doing that, think about it. You know how much we can advance a lot faster as a human species, not just black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whenever I talk about being able to get together with the community of African Americans, that's one thing. We got to start teaching each other as young folk.
Most def.
Are we gonna get back into that? We got a new hot track from Mr. Vito.
Hey, if you can hear me, Vito, wherever you are in the world, we're about to play your song because what? We love you.
It's called Serenity. Y'all go ahead. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on Instagram at Vito Poppy. And this is his new track, Serenity.
Let's do it. You can call him now. Let him know.
He on there.
Yeah. Hey, call in.
Hey, is there any way you can turn
This mic.
In here?
Yeah. Right there. Yeah. Right to the tape.
Here you go.
Hey, this is a nice track. I can't even flex, bro. When I first heard this, I was like, this may be a hit.
Y'all going too long.
Yeah.
We talk too long.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta bring it back up again.
I think from air lashes, feel like it layers. This ain't even my talent.
Y'all sound like y'all hear.
You said we sound like who? Man?
We sound like you.
I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, we're supposed to be high.
Y'all supposed to be high.
hear you.
Alright, after your remember your song playing, so right after your song end, we gonna have you on, okay?
No, I gotta play. No, I gotta play it.
Oh,
Nah, it's after we come back.
after we come back, so we got 15 minutes. Alright.
Turn on the news, somebody heard we was going to jail. Guess I bitch it up, the round took the red pill. Off top you can call me successful, but I'm not a still. Looking down the earth, seeing the devil make all the great deals. See how he looks got tapping his waist and crack pills and crack seals. I see the industry, they don't tell you crack kills. Instead they embrace it upon the ones I used to ad lib. So they can give it to the world, intoxicate us at will. Lost in this illusion that this music got us trapped in.
That's why I'm trapped like this.
To get out the situation
That I'm trapped in.
Never seemed to make sense to me. I must be tapped in. Noticing reality TV. There's a lot of acting. A lot that's being acted. You might be really happening.
Feel me?
It's a hard
Feel to swallow.
but he was from my father, he allowed me to still follow.
Yeah.
He's the one that dragged me from the deep
Into the shallow, yeah.
From my tears accumulated from my sorrow.
Okay, we gotta bring it in.
If I had $1 for every dollar I had to borrow.
We gotta start talking about things that young people talk about. Man, it's like, you know, once we
Let's bring it to the nightclub scene.
no, we're gonna bring it to the Gucci thing that we were supposed to do.
And then nightclub
We're gonna talk about a couple more artists, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna bring it in. Well, I don't know after that, but
Let's do a segment.
To be a part of. I guess the difference is in the
What segment?
My generation get misled for sure.
Whatever segment we came up with, the four that we already had. Well,
When it's time
I don't know which one.
to
So look,
No, I mean, the 10 questions if you're gonna ask, I mean, the
Nah, it's it might be too hard to do it over the phone.
look,
no, I'm talking about with
I've been through so much pain,
The segments,
seeing
remember?
open
We'll do a
doors.
segment with you.
So look, after we talk to him about his music and stuff like that, we can go on that Gucci that like I'm gonna start saying it again, but bro, my favorite track and all that. We can definitely go a long time. It's 3 artists we can talk about, and the type of the song that they dropped is one Gucci been singing. Okay, that is a spectacle. Right, understand that Gucci been song, Kodak Black song.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's something to talk about. Like y'all, Gucci song, Gucci hit a note. Can y'all level with me? Gucci hit a note. You feel me? Y'all, tell me what y'all feel about that Superfly song, man. I call it Superfly. I don't care what y'all call it. You know Superfly. I call
Yeah,
it
but we
Superfly.
gonna be talking to him after we do the songs and the commercials though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about after we
DC
talk
said
to
he
him.
wanna come in here.
Yeah,
and,
after we talked to him and we done,
give him a
like,
shout
that was a
out.
good track. What's another good track was that yeah, I'm Superfly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel you.
You feel me?
Segue.
Yeah, yes, exactly. We talk about because I heard the song a couple times. I love the stuff he's talking about in there. He's as a young man, he's actually talking about things that you know what I'm saying. That the old heads talking about. In his music, he's doing what young people not like. Young people, bro. That track right there is crazy to me. Like just sitting here that this young mind. We not blind to what y'all think we is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always say we don't understand, we don't this, we don't that. That whole song right there by itself shows understanding in the smallest form.
Right.
Like, you
He's
know what I'm
talking about
saying?
stuff on there.
Yeah, in the biggest form, the smallest form, the medium form, like, it shows like, bro, like we think, oh yeah, y'all, you gotta stop doing this. That mother bounce on the mic. When we hit the table, that bounce on the mic. You gotta stop doing that. If you're gonna do it, like just rub the table, because I know I talk to my hands too. Like,
No, I go like this. I don't never.
no, but I'm telling you, I feel them hoes, like, and like, I'm telling that's why I'm your nail long, you tap. You know what I'm saying? You just can't feel it sometimes.
No, I'm just saying because
Look, he remember the first time he told us, don't tap because it's going to play through the mic, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be talking and then while you talking, we may not hear it, but it's a mic. It's a microphone, just like how we in the studio. You can hear the smallest thing in the background, but you, right, same thing. Just like trying best not to tap it. You know, we're going to put our arm a little bit. Try not to tap Yeah, because you know, you can't go online too.
Oh, for real? So it's ended?
Yeah. And once it's live, ain't no cool with that. Like, we got a live, you know what I'm saying, in there. I'm gonna share it, you know what I'm saying, so people can watch it. I'm gonna save it so I can send it to you, chop up anything. You got your camera, so I feel like that would be the best. Yeah.
Let's see if it's gonna work.
Oh, yeah.